Today, instead of doing traditional art, I'm going to be doing digital art. So, bye traditional and hello digital, which I would show you guys my iPad Pro, but I'm recording with that because well, somebody doesn't want to work right now. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna pick you up because I actually need you for a second. On this page, I was just doodling some stuff, put my ideas down on paper, and just figure out what I wanted to do for this digital piece. I mean, I could have sketched digitally, but I'm not really that good at digital art. If I can do part of this in traditionally, then I will. So I decided to just sketch out things that I wanted to do. And I was going to at one point draw this girl, and I was just going to take a picture of her and then just like line art over it digitally. But instead, pretty much I was just doing some mindless doodling, and I ended up drawing this girl. So I decided I'm just gonna finish her digitally. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna take a picture and just draw over it, or if I'm just going to just resketch it and then finish it there. And I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I hope it'll turn out good. I have done a few digital pieces in the past, but I don't do digital art regularly because I'm not that good at it. I might as well just stop rambling and let's just get on to the digital speed paint. So now we are at the speed paint portion of this video, and I just want to say that this drawing actually turned out kind of good. This drawing pretty much turned out the way I wanted it to, and to me, pretty much overall, this looks like a pretty good drawing. I don't know really how to say it for some reason, but I actually really like this drawing, and I mean, I know it's not the best drawing ever, but for me, especially since this is digitally, I think this turned out really well. And even if it wasn't digitally, even if this was traditional, I really do like how this drawing came out, and I am pretty proud of myself. I'm pretty sure this drawing took 2 hours-ish. If we're including the sketching, this took about 2 hours. And if we don't consider me sketching traditionally, then I guess this digital portion of this video only took 1 hour and 30 minutes, which I'm surprised it took that long, because I honestly, while I was making it, it felt like it took even longer than that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess since it was digitally, it felt longer. When I make things digitally, I know you can press the rewind button. Well, not rewind, but when I make things digitally, I know that you can press the undo button. So pretty much if you make a line that doesn't look that well, you can always redo it. And so that's probably the reason why most artists, or at least for me, it's the reason why digital art takes a little longer than traditional, because I know I can actually redo it. But when you do things traditionally, and especially if you're line arting it or watercoloring something, usually as soon as you put the line or the paint or the stroke on the paper, it's usually there to stay. And even if you're using pencil, you can only erase the paper so many times before the paper starts to rip and tear and definitely wear down a lot. Definitely the line art took a lot longer because I was able to redo and undo, and yeah, just pretty much whenever I do digital art, it does take a little longer because I know I'm able to redo what I did, and I'm able to make it look a little better. I'm just not going to actually point out my mistakes because I'm not sure. I do know I did make a few mistakes in this video, and I don't really want to point them out, because then if I point them out, you'll just probably be staring at it if you didn't notice it. Some of you guys may notice some of my mistakes that I made in this drawing. I mean, I probably made a lot of mistakes in this drawing, but I do know particularly 2 mistakes that I made, and I wish I would have fixed it, but after I was done line arting it, I didn't really feel like fixing it, because then I would have to, I don't know, it would look weird if I fixed it, or I guess I didn't really know how to fix it. While making this drawing, I did actually learn a few things digitally, and I actually used in this drawing. I did realize that you can, well, I knew this all along, but okay, I didn't know that if you duplicated something, I always thought it would go on a different layer, which I think it still does in Procreate, but in Procreate, if you do duplicate something, it'll only select the thing that you duplicated. Because I thought if I moved the eye, it would move like the duplicated eye and the eye that I duplicated. But I realized that it only moved the eye that I duplicated, which probably did not make any sense, but hopefully it did. And I also realized, which I knew you could do this because I heard two different tutorials. The people making those tutorials did say this, but if you like make a line or a curve in Procreate, and if you just like hold that line in place for a couple seconds, it'll end up being like smoother or straighter. And I always knew this, not always, but I did know this for a while, but I didn't end up actually doing it until today in this speed paint. So yeah, I'm actually glad that I did that because it actually did help me with some of my lines, but some of my other lines I couldn't really do that, or I didn't feel like doing that, so that's why they look a little more interesting. And also I did learn this by myself on my own, because usually digital artists, they usually make a like layer underneath their line art layer, and they pretty much just color the whole background like a darker color, so that way they can see if they missed any spots while they color or something like that. But I realized if I leave that layer on, and if I don't make it transparent, or like not transparent, but if I don't make that layer invisible, then it ends up, I think, sort of changing how my colors look. And whenever I like take that layer away after I'm done coloring, when I had that layer present, it ends up making my drawing look a little weird on a white background. So I decided this time to leave it. I decided this time to just let the white background show, and whenever I wanted to see to make sure I colored in all of the section, or to make sure there wasn't any holes or spots that I didn't color in, I would turn that toned layer on. Hopefully that made sense, because I'm really struggling to say this stuff. Most of the colors that I used for this video, well, not all, but a lot of the colors that I used for this girl or for this drawing, they were, I'm pretty sure, from a pre-made palette that was already in Procreate, so I did use some of those colors. I did really enjoy the final process of this drawing, and I did sort of enjoy making this drawing. It was a little painful and stressful. Maybe not really that stressful, but it was sort of like a pain that I wanted to keep redoing the line art or the inking line. Other than that, and also picking the colors wasn't really that fun because I was struggling with what colors I should choose. But besides those things, I did really enjoy making this drawing, and I did enjoy seeing this drawing come together. And yeah, I really like how this drawing looks. I do like that I chose to make this cat girl have polka dots or spots on her skin, and I do really like that choice. I do really like that design choice that I thought of. I will definitely be doing some more digital art speed paints in the future, because I do want to get better at digital art, and also for the job that I want to do, I want to be an animator, so I will have to work digitally, so I might as well learn it now, so that way it won't be as stressful or as hard once I get into college. I do really want to get better at digital art, because I do one day want to make animation memes, and I could make animation memes traditionally, but it would be probably a lot easier if I did it digitally. And I do also plan on making my Meet the Artist video. I do plan on doing that one day, because I keep putting that off because I'm not really good at drawing myself, but I do plan on having that video done digitally as well, because I feel like doing that traditionally will be harder. Even though I'm better at traditional art, I feel like that would be harder to do it traditionally. I don't know why. I do want to make some future videos where I have topics in the videos, and pretty much I talk about different topics in the videos. So I do have one topic idea, but I definitely need more ideas, because I'm going to make more than one video like this. But if you have any art related topics you want me to talk about, then tell me in the comments down below so that way I will have some topic ideas for those types of videos. Also, before I do the outro and before this video ends, I do want to do a real quick poll. I mean, oh my goodness, I feel like in all my videos that have polls in them, I feel like I always like say the poll or put the poll at the end of the video. Let's just tell me what you like to draw more. Do you like to draw males or females? Or maybe you like to draw animals or objects like more over humans. Or maybe you have something else that you want to say in the comments that you like to draw more. But pretty much just tell me, pretty much this poll is just telling me what you like to draw the most. Pretty much it's probably pretty obvious, but I really like to draw girls. And if I can't really choose girls, my second option is drawing males. And yeah, even though I'm not really that good at drawing males, but yeah, pretty much I really like to draw humans. This poll, like, just choose which one that you like to draw the most. And if you don't really like to draw what I listed in the poll, then you can just pick other and tell me in the comments down below what you like to draw more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see some of my sketchbook sketches early, then go check out my Instagram because I do post them there, and I'm pretty sure I post every other day. At least I try to post every other day. I do want to end up one day posting every single day, but you know, I'm not sure if I'll actually go with that because that seems a lot harder. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.